Hi guys, and welcome to Ron's Weight Loss Journey, and I'm Ron, and welcome to week 36. And if you're new to my community, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please smash and like that subscribe button? It helps my other members know that when I post a video, to know that I have a new video posted. Well, today is Monday. It is May 3rd. It's supposed to be a so-so day today. Got some rain moving in later this afternoon and some rain moving in for tomorrow, and then Thursday is supposed to be the pick of the litter of the week. Wednesday, some more rain. But today is the 3rd, and we are planning on going down to the Sterling Trail Rail, and I'll grab out a few photos and a few selfies along the way. So I guess you want to know how my week was and what we did for activity. So we did good. So we started the week at 251 pounds, and this morning we weighed in at 245 pounds. So we had a loss of 6 pounds for the week. So I think that's absolutely terrific. It brings my weight loss journey down to 80 pounds. So first of all, I just wanted to state that I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. I just know what works for me might not work for you, but before you start a new journey in your chapter of your life, I would clear it with your doctor, and like I did, and make sure you do your homework and watch tons of videos, because going forward it'll really help. And but yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about that. So for activities this week, Monday it was really kind of cold and overcast. It was very gusty. It's been gusty for the last 2 or 3 days at the beginning of the week. So we went up to the favorite place, Doyle Estate. We walked around the perimeter. It's a mile and a half walk around the perimeter. And then we went up to a place in a city called Livingstone, and I walked about a mile and a half over there, just taking in some views, and I filmed out a purpose episode. And absolutely gorgeous place. It's a place where you can go and pray and connect to your whatever you believe in. I happen to believe in God and Jesus Christ. And then we went over to the Fallbrook Reservoir the same day, which is basically on the way. So I pulled over, grabbed out a few photographs over there. And then Wednesday we had an interview with Mary Ellen at the radio station. This was the first time she'd been back into the studio, and she hadn't done any interviews in a while, so she asked me if I could come in and do an interview with me about my weight loss journey. And that was the featured video for this week, and the interview went well. There was a couple of glitches during the interview where I had to cut some of the program out. What happened was the radio station went on with the copyrighted music, and she couldn't figure out how to stop that from happening. And so we fixed that, and so the interview went well. And then we went over to Shulman Farms, and again it was really gusty, but I did a mile and a half walk up there, and people were commenting on my photograph. The guy said, "Well, you're a lot braver than I am, because I want to go down there when it's really gusty." In fact, when I pulled in there actually just before I left, a couple of people came over and said, "Ron, it's just too gusty for me. I can't. I refuse to do the walk." And I've gone to times where I've gone down to the apple orchard and turned around and gone home because it's just too windy. But I this past January, I was up there when there was snow and ice on the ground, and I had my cleats on. So I was fine, but I was doing baby steps around the apple orchard. But, I'm not using that as an excuse, guys. I'm getting out there every day the best I can. So this week's month walking challenge, we completed the 50-mile walking challenge this past month, towards the end of the month. And for our new walking challenge, we issued a 100-mile walking challenge for anybody healthy enough to do the walking challenge. And if you can't, just do the best you can and try to stay focused and positive. That's the main goal. We came off of a bad month of carbs. We went to bingo 3 times this past month with our friend Tammy and Dot up in New Hampshire, and that was an activity my wife used to do all the time before the virus shut down. We didn't win anything. I think the first night I won 200. The other 2 nights I didn't win anything. The lady behind me bought the same pull tabs, the charity tickets that I had bought, and she had won 24,000. So I had just missed the ticket and then the number to get called. But chances are I might have not guessed the same number. How that works is there's 2 diamonds and there's numbers on the diamond, and then when they call those numbers, if it matches up with the numbers they call, then you go to pick the envelope out of so many. It's a card, and they pull off a tab off the card, and there's so many numbers. There's one tab says jackpot, and the other tabs, I believe, you win whatever the consolation is, and I think it's like $400 or $499, something like that. And she happened to guess the jackpot, and she got $24,000. And if nobody wins the jackpot, they add so much to it every box they sell until somebody wins, and it grows quite rapidly because they sell like maybe 40 or 50 boxes a night of all pull tabs over there. And it's typically my budget when I go there. I keep it spending down to about $20. I can't afford it. I see people buying hundreds and hundreds of tickets out of whack. I just wished I knew what I was doing wrong to be able to afford it. But be that as it may, my wife and I make enough money to get by, and that's all that matters. But so we had fun. There was one time we stopped and we got McDonald's food, and I ended up getting a Big Mac and a large fry, and that raised I was very, very sick to my stomach for a couple of days because I wasn't used to eating those kind of carbs in a long time. That was the first time I had that kind of food in almost a year, and I wasn't crazy about it. So it's got me thinking for May, if I decide to go down there in May. We still have 2 more payments left on my bed, and the new adjustable bed I bought, and I can't mess that payment up. So maybe I'll go with them one day in May, but I don't know. If not, definitely June, and we'll see where that goes. And Sunday we went up to Cogswell Park in the afternoon. My wife and I absolutely love that place. It's in the next city over. We walked around the perimeter, blah, 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 and a little tongue twisted there. And it's absolutely gorgeous up there. There wasn't that many people there because I think it was kind of cool in the afternoon. It wasn't as warm as I thought it was going to be. And earlier in the morning that day, my wife and I went down to Rieta Ranch up in Hubbardston, and we did a little flea marketing that day. I don't know what she bought something. I ended up buying 2 poles. Jessica Freeman from Keto Rewind issued get out there and find some activity I hadn't done in a long time, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So I bought a couple of fishing reels and rods from this guy. I picked, they're like $100 reels and poles. And I bought them for $40. Both of them for $40, and they got the string on the reels, and it was push button. I wanted a push button reel, not the open cast reel, and so I'm planning on getting my fishing license this month, probably this week, and small tackle, and just go fishing again and pick up a small little folding chair when I go. And then I'll definitely have my mobile camera tripod with me, so I'll probably film it and put it up on the video timeline to show you some activities you can do. And fishing is great sport. I don't keep the fish. I usually just let them go. And I like fishing for trout and anything that comes my way. And there's quite a number of different places in our city, and I've been asking people about where do I get bait. And there was about 4 people told me where to get bait. And of course I use salmon eggs and some fake bait and other things, and fishing lures, and yeah. So and it's a good relaxing sport. You can just go out there in the open air, get fresh air. You're by yourself. You don't need to wear the mask when you're by yourself. Our state just lifted the mask mandate where you don't need to wear your mask outside if you can social distancing, and at some point they're going to have to lift it all together where you don't need to wear it out in the public anymore. So I'm looking forward to that day. But so that's what we got going on there. And I'm just looking at my notes so I don't lose anything. Okay, so I'm going to put my notepad down because I know what I'm going to talk about next. So we issued we're doing an egg fast. So we started an egg fast on Monday at 251 pounds in here, and this is the 3rd day on my egg fast. We're doing a very, very strict 5-day egg fast, and then we're going to have a 2-day transition period because when you're doing an egg fast, you just don't want to go right back into carbs and gain back all what you were trying to accomplish, which for me is to get back into ketosis and to stop burning fat for fuel. So I unofficially started it 2 days before the first of the month, which would have been Thursday and Friday, and then because the official day was Saturday, and I took scale photographs every day, and so far I'm down 6 pounds. I started at 251, I'm down to 245 pounds as of this morning. Now what's funny, if when I weigh myself at clothes, I'm always about 1.5 pounds more than what I actually am. So I weighed myself with clothes this morning, and weighed myself after clothes this morning. So, but I'm down to 245. So when I'm with clothes, I was 246.5. So I'm down 6 pounds. I'm very happy. I'm very ecstatic. It's only the beginning of the new month, and we still got a couple more days of the egg fast. Now the first day we made shackles, and the second day we made shackles. The first day we made shackles, and then we made an omelet. So we're doing. We're filming out all my what I eat in a week during my egg fast, and then the starting weight, and then the ending results. And I'll be posting the video up during the course of the week. The second day we made more shackles, and then I guess you get the idea. And then yesterday when we came back from the Hubbardston Flea Market up in Hubbardston, which is just past the Garden, Massachusetts, and and then we stopped and saw my aunt Teresa. She's in her 80s, and we hadn't seen her in a while. And then we saw my cousin David, and my cousin Amy was there from Florida, so I got to see her, and we had a nice chat. And so yesterday we made some more shackles, and they came out terrible, and but I still ate them, and I bought some of that heavy maple syrup from Amazon, which is I'll put that link below the video, but it was like chalk, and I didn't like it all. There was no taste to it. So I went back to a couple of stores looking for the maple syrup from Vermont, which is sugar-free, and I don't really know if it's keto approved or not, but it's really, really thin syrup, but at least it has a sugary taste, and I definitely am going with that when I want shackles and just plain shackles. And so Steffi from the Incredible Steffi, Shrieking Steffi on her YouTube channel, she posted an egg fast video a while back ago, and she was making some shackles with her mom, and she had put some Philadelphia cream cheese in some, and mixed it up and made them that way. So I got I bought 2 blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm going to be making those type of shackles this week. I tried using that deli cheese, and I had them cut it up very fine, and it's not working out. So if you're just going to do the regular cheese, you have to buy or should buy the ultra thin cut cheese that's already pre-packaged by Sinetro. And so I bought some this past week. I didn't buy the right kind of cheese, and then I bought the ultra thin cheese. So when I find the ultra thin cheese, I'm going to pick up 4 packages at a whack, because it works the best. The provolone cheese is already rounded and cut thinly sliced, and the ultra thin. So if you can find that, I would use that. But if you happen to get the square cheese, you can cut off the edges and use that cheese for your shackles. And I bought a mini food processor that has a power stick on it, and I'm going to use it. I'll show you how I use that. And I also want to make some pancakes with that. I saw Steffi make pancakes with the cream cheese, and some other YouTubers, and I'm going to put all their links below the video. So we're going to make that probably later today, the pancakes. I'm not going to eat that the stuff I bought from Amazon. Part of my language, it sucked, and I didn't like it. But if that's what you use, you do you, and I'll do me. and that's what I do typically. I've been following Jessica Freeman now since the beginning of my weight loss journey back in August 17th of 2020. I'm 64 years old. 5'8", I was 325 pounds when I started my weight loss journey, and it's been absolutely a pleasure helping people, inspiring people to lose weight and get out there and get moving. And so at this time, I'm down 245 pounds, and I have an 80-pound weight loss, and I feel absolutely terrific. My back's been kind of like good days and bad days with it, but I try not to let it bother me, get me down, and I'm not using that as an excuse. If it's really bad, I just don't do any exercise. It is what it is. But yeah, I feel really, really good. I'm happy. Most of the time, my back has been in a much better place, losing the weight. I'm getting out there and moving. The shirt I got on is a nice blue collar shirt, and I bought that at Kohl's. And that day I went down to Kohl's. I bought 3. This is a 1X, by the way. And yeah, so I'm really happy about that. And pant size wise, I'm down to a size 38 from a size 48. And size 4X shirt to a 1X shirt in 35 weeks, 36 weeks. And it's been absolutely pleasure, documenting my journey. Getting back to the recipes, I'm still having issues trying to film. Okay, I'm a videographer, but here's what the deal is, guys. My countertop is an absolute mess. We're trying to get it cleaned, and there's going to come a time I'm just going to take everything and just throw it off the floor, put it on the floor. My wife doesn't want to clean the counter. She's tired and she doesn't feel like cleaning it all the time, and we do the best we can. But I'm going to try hooking up the overhead camera to the countertop to the kitchen cabinets and do it that way, because they bought a tripod that you can hang from overhead. And we'll try doing it that way and see what works and what doesn't work. And that's basically the challenge I've been having. And so if that doesn't work, then I'm going to probably pick up a small little table, and I'm going to film out in the back room over here where I'm sitting, and just do it that way with the camera. So that's why I hadn't been filming too much recipes for that. But this for the next 2 days, we're going to be making some of those pancakes, probably an egg loaf. And then I found another YouTuber. She took a very, very thin pan, and she didn't spray it with oil or anything. But what she did was she cracked 12 eggs. She just put them in the bottom of the pan. She put some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder on her eggs. She didn't break the egg yolk, and she put some shredded cheese on top of her eggs, and then she baked it off in the oven under 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, but she didn't say exactly how long, so that's going to be a challenge just to figure out the time. And then when they came out, the eggs were like fully cooked, and then she took that out of the oven, and she put another pan on top of that pan the same size and flipped them over onto that pan, and then she had nice golden brown eggs on the that were cooked in the oven. And I'm thinking about trying that and see if I can figure out the time and see what works and what might not work. And then, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the end of the 5-day egg fast, and then Saturday and Sunday will be the 2-day transitioning period where I'm going to eat meat and go back to regular clean keto and start doing the vegetables and hoping for the best. And like I said, I lost 6 pounds for the week. I'm very happy. I know some of it was water fat, but I feel terrific this morning. I'm not getting that pain anymore in the side I was getting before, so I don't know what that was. But be that as it may, we get another appointment for an ultrasound coming up at the first part of June. No appointments planned for this month, but we're getting out there every day this month, and we're going to go walking no matter what, even if it's only a couple of miles. And then there'll be some other days where if I don't have anything planned and it's nice out, I'm just going to get out there early in the morning and push till I get 100 miles in this month. At the end of the month, we got Memorial Day. And I'll be filming the Memorial Day events Monday. And we'll be filming the sticking of the flags at the graves. We hadn't done that before, but we're going to go to one of the grave sites and film a little bit. The Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts, I believe, they take the American flags and they they place them on the cemeteries of the soldiers that gave the ultimate sacrifice to our country. And Friday night they have a wreath laying ceremony at the VA Center, the local studio station that limits the TV access. I help them out, but that day I'm going to go and just be a spectator and watch the event. And and then on Monday, actually Memorial Day, there's 5 different locations, and they'll have a little parade coming by, and I'm going to see if I can get a couple of friends to help me and film on all the locations, and I'll put it together for the studio. And then I'll also have my week-ending video for that month, what I had accomplished for this month for my weight loss journey. And we're just going to continue to get healthy and inspire other people. And I hope you enjoy the video that I just talked about. And like I said, if you're new to my community, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. And please feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And I just wanted to remind you, remember, you guys are the best and amazing. And I forgot to mention at the top of my video that this week's theme is slow and steady wins the race. And that's what it's all about. Slow and steady wins the race. The slower your weight comes off, the longer it's going to stay off in the end. I've been averaging 2.5 pounds a week of weight loss since the beginning of my journey, and it hasn't came back. So I'm very, very happy about how my weight loss journey is going. So I'm going to let you guys go. Remember, you guys are always amazing, and I truly mean that. Thank you.